Episode of All Fin, where we go all in. No, I'm joking, guys. These guys are hating me because I keep doing that every week. It's just another week of All Fin, another episode of All Fin. We are about to go all in on the Dolphins because another
No, we're not.
loss.
We lost all our
Yes,
chips already, bro. It's done.
sir.
We went full tilt. There's no difference. Nothing's changing. The season's over. Even if we beat the Jets, it's a wrap. This team doesn't deserve to be in it. It's just, I can't believe we're in this position. Well, I'm so frustrated.
Martin.
This guy's a fucking crybaby.
I'm a real Dolphin fan. That's what I am, Martin. You just fucking enjoy. Oh, hey, the Dolphins are fuck it. All right.
Oh, you just
That's
give
what
up.
you are.
It's over.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna try to be the little glimmer of hope here, but it's just
Oh, you're gonna go on the field. You're gonna change everything. Is that he's gonna be the glimmer of hope?
put me in, coach. I'm ready.
What
I can play
position you
quarterback.
guys
I can play quarterback. I'll play.
Mom-
I could snap
Mom-
the ball to myself and then throw it.
Mom and dad
Well,
should have
center and
stopped at
quarterback.
3.
What happened?
I said mom and dad should have stopped at 3. Bingo.
Oh well.
Well, we're moving on because the Dolphins should have stopped at week 17 and they took a loss to the Patriots, 23-21. A lot of questionable decisions that we were talking about earlier. Who wants to start it off, man? I'm gonna leave it up to you two. What do you guys want to talk about in this
go,
one?
bro. Go.
Hey man, it was an interesting game. Teddy,
What did you think of your boy?
you're gonna go off a quarter?
No.
Really?
I'm just saying.
I'm saying we're gonna go.
He's
we're
gonna
going
start
in,
this week.
We're going
He's our
into
quarterback
week,
this week.
18 with a. We're gonna win. We're gonna
Oh,
win. With Skylar
100%.
Thompson.
We're
With
beating
Skylar
these piece of
Thompson,
shit
we're,
Jets. I don't give a
we're,
fuck.
we're winning 100%. So I'm very happy.
You're
to,
that
to know
confident
that
after seeing that?
100%. He's gonna take us to the playoffs. He's,
Oh, so
Martin,
he's gonna
Martin,
be the reason we're in.
he's
Okay.
gonna
Martin,
be the
you're
reason.
with me. You're with me on what I said. If you get one of the guys and they get you into the playoffs with one of these wins, you're gonna stick with him, right?
No fucking
Well,
way.
no, I say yes, but I don't see that happening unless Tua is really not able to play. Again, going back to the game, the first half didn't look bad. It wasn't until
It
that
didn't.
pick. If it wasn't to that pick, well, we got saved before because that Monster fumble in the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
That
but
was
then we
easy.
also got fucked on the fucking deep pass that was the exact same play as Tyreek Hill, and they gave it to them. So
Yeah.
it's
So if it wasn't
Go
for
fuck
that third quarter pick that Bridgewater threw and then got hurt, I think the game was winnable, very winnable. So I really can't say it was a horrible game. Obviously the outcome here is not something you're happy about. But they did what they had to do. They played a really bad offense. In the Patriots, they were able to hold them to like 16 points, 14 points in the first 3 quarters. After that, Skyler, I think, took over at the end of the third quarter.
yeah.
So
Well, it was right after that play because that was the same
I
play
think
Teddy
that
got,
was the
It
last.
was it was a little bit past the midpoint of the third quarter.
Yeah, so he got his rhythm maybe at the end of the fourth quarter, which obviously he scored, but that touchdown really didn't mean much because you needed an onside kick to even change anything up. But again, we lost. It's 5 in a row. It's not what you want to see going into a possible playoff situation.
0-5. Now we're going 5-0, baby. Super Bowl.
I already
Wait on it.
Oh,
Wait
I
on it.
already called that.
I already got my tickets, bro.
I already called that. But yeah,
Nice.
that's my
Let-
opinion.
Okay.
Let me hear from you. What did you think?
All right. Defense, other than in little moments, like the Duke Riley not going to cover. Who was it that caught the touchdown? That one.
Yeah,
And Igbo kind of looking lost, even though it was a nice little pick play by Hunter Henry. Defense allowed 16 points. That's a win. That is a win right there. Coach McDaniel got cocky as he's been for the last 7 weeks and making poor decisions. That third and what was it, 15, third and 16, whatever the fuck, blew everything. You're up 4 in that scenario. You're in the second half.
Going back to our old
Max not
format.
really doing anything. Max
Is that
not
your
really
turning
doing
point?
Oh, 100%. That game was over from there. You give up those points and you lose your quarterback, which Teddy was playing just fine. He missed some people downfield that would have been easy scores.
I thought, and I told you that he did an excellent job game managing.
Oh,
and
100%.
keeping us in the game the whole time.
Hit open
And-
guys
and
under.
He got us ahead. So
Yeah, no, he hit guys under, and in the play that Mostert scored, he had a guy grabbing his jersey about to take him down, and he just got rid of it to the open guy when we went up. But Coach McDaniel, you fucked us. We threw a pick 6. Even though, yeah, Teddy threw the ball, but what are you doing not getting the ball out quick and maybe one of your guys can get the first, or just running a draw there and putting the ball and playing field position? It just did not make sense to me. And you get your guy hurt, and now you got a guy not ready for that situation to come in and try to save the day. Why? Makes no sense. LVP, Coach McDaniel.
But that's been the story for the last 5 weeks, man. Like I feel
rough,
like people were kind of giving him a pass, and I'm like, this is why I'm gonna compare something. People have been bashing Kingsbury for the last couple of years because the first year Murray looked great, and then they caught on to his offense, and he hasn't really looked the same since those first year and a half or something like that. McDaniel, it's been half a season, and it looks like the good teams are really taking advantage of what we thought was a strength of ours. So that's another thing. I think it's too early in your coaching career to already, be.
What did you think, Ralph?
No, 100%. I thought it was Mike McDaniel's fault. You lost that game.
It's
that
crazy,
was third.
Man.
It was 3rd and 15, man, and we were on their side of the field, I believe. And
no, like I think we were approaching like the 40 or 50 on our side.
We're still on theirs. We're still with our backs on their ends and whatever.
Yeah.
Like I told you earlier, on that, if you're gonna call a pass play, you want to make it a one read. If this guy's not open, get rid of the ball, do something with it. Like, don't do something with it, just throw it away, kill the down, or run the draw or run the ball or whatever.
This guy plays Madden. He plays Madden out there.
You could play field position.
I was gonna say
kill clock, and then if anything, you get the ball back, and you can still take the lead with that. You get another chance if you held the lead. But whatever.
What's that Madden play where everybody just does crosses? Our team, all they do is just hooks, curls. That's literally what they do. Like
I hate that.
That's literally what our offense has been, and nobody has seen it. But now,
listen.
More often.
If Teddy took the shots, there were people open downfield. Tyreek was on, and we all saw the replay. He was downfield waving his arms, would have walked in easy. And then there was another one that Skyler missed at the end where he tried to dump off. And I think he threw it behind Tyreek, where Sherfield was down the field wide open. And then we end up getting intercepted there. So there were opportunities. There were people downfield, we just didn't.
You can't give all the blame to McDaniel. Obviously, Bridgewater.
I absolutely do. I don't care.
The reason I'm gonna give more the blame for the time frame, like literally 5 games and our adjustment has sucked. But to say this game was all on him, I'll give some to Bridgewater. I'll give some to McDaniel. More to McDaniel than to Bridgewater.
I blame 3 people. I blame 3 people for this game. McDaniel takes 85%. Then you give Teddy because he threw the pass at the end of the day, and then Sanders missed the field goal for you, which ended up would have been putting you up by 1.
I'm glad you brought up Sanders. Let's go ahead and get into that. Is he a kicker next year?
I think you can get out of that contract. So,
like I keep telling everybody, he's missed 5 field goals, and some have been very crucial. Okay,
he's missed 5,
but he's missed field goals of 50 plus yards. A lot of kickers in this league are doing the exact same thing. Maybe you're gonna get some to do it, maybe cheaper. So okay, if you're gonna save money on him and you're gonna get somebody to do the same thing, 40 and under lock, and then everything 50 and up, it's a toss up just like everybody else, except for 3 kickers in this league. Then go ahead and do it. But I feel like he's been solid, under 50, like 49 and under. So. I'm not blaming him 100%, but that obviously.
But then if you're not blaming him, you have to be blaming McDaniel for going for the kick in that scenario, knowing your guy misses from 50 and up. He's 3 for 12.
You can't.
What do you mean? Why not pin him back?
I feel like if he had more confidence in Teddy Bridgewater, he would have gone for that. But we've really are going for on 4th down has been 4th and 1, 4th and 5. That was like a 4th and 9 or something like that.
No, you can't. You can't go for that in that position. No way.
No. Yeah,
my thing with Sanders is okay. You say he's only missed 5 kicks of 50 plus yards. He just chooses the worst times to miss kicks.
Not about that. He's playing it. All right.
And then on top of that, he has a lot of missed extra points as well this season.
I don't know how many. That I don't know. But when it comes to the field goal, it's a 55-yarder in not a great scenario in December in Boston.
Yeah,
I'm not giving him an excuse, but it's not a tough kick. Like, how many kickers really make that kick 100% of the time? Like, how many? Please.
I mean, you should have saw that coming because of Chicago. Chicago, that win was crazy out there, and he missed I don't know how many kicks. So,
at the end of the day, we got to blame him for missing the kick, but I didn't like the decision there. I would have rather punted the ball. Morstead is fucking MVP at this point. why not pin him back and try to make Mac drive
If
the
you
whole
think
field?
you're gonna,
That
you know, if
that
he makes
offense
that field
was
goal,
being terrible, bro. Like playing terrible. They really didn't do anything on us all day. They got lucky in the last drive. Crossing is fucking god awful. Guy can't play the ball in the air.
That's why I keep people blaming him. He's a special teamer, man. He doesn't play.
You're on the field. You're on the field.
He
You
got
got to do
signed
something
as
to
a
make it
special
happen.
teamer.
And that was like a Noah level type play. The guy tackled him and it didn't even bother. Like, just give him the touchdown. Why not?
He was signed as a special teamer. There's 5 other corners that have been hurt. I can't even blame the secondary anymore. Like, who's left? The guy, we almost lost Holland. Like, what would we have said at that point? All right, bro, that defense just sucks. Boyer sucks. Yeah. No, man. You have nobody out there. Like, literally, Howard was out this week, and he's been not. Again, I can't really. When you're the number one corner, they're gonna come at you sometime to try to prove a point. And he obviously hasn't played up to what he's done in the past couple years, but you're gonna go. He's leading the league since he's been in the league in interceptions. Like, you're gonna tell me this year, because of everything that's happened, it's his fault? Like, I don't think he's lost a step. I feel like it's just a whole bunch of critics that think they know more.
Well, I think he's playing hurt. He's playing hurt.
Who's playing hurt?
X. He didn't play this week, but he's been playing hurt, so that's why he's not at least even at 80%. But still, like, if you're not in a position where you're going to help the team, then just
who else is out there? Who else is out there to help?
Yeah. That's the thing. It's been a season of hell, as we've been saying the last couple of weeks.
Me and your brother were talking about it, Martin. Where the personnel on the defense right now is like terrible, because most of the times on these key situation downs, you probably have Brandon Jones out there playing as a linebacker in the box. You would also have Holland. You have the emergence of Kader Kohu now. You could possibly put McKinley out there. It's a lot of DBs you could play mixed matches with. So I think he's just hurting. Boyer, I think, sucks though. His decisions are just. Ugh.
I think he got dealt a bad hand this year. I feel. I'm not saying he's great, but I think he's better than what we've been able to see this year. It's been since week 2 we lost players. Like, it wasn't like since the preseason. I lied. He was already down players, and it's normal. It's a game where people get hurt, obviously. But at some point you're like,
I don't think Boyer comes back next year. There's too many
but
situational.
Like I said, if we don't make the playoffs, McDaniel isn't either. I'm sorry.
He's gonna get one more year, bro. Unless we get Harbaugh, because now apparently there's reports swirling out there that he's gonna try and come to the NFL, bro. But still, Boyer's had too many situational plays that are questionable, where you give up a major long third down and you just hurt your defense, and you're putting them in positions where you can't. Like last year, the thing is, we were able to mask what all the weaknesses were, and you're not seeing it this year. You're kind of seeing your guys left to die out there.
Yeah, that's what a good coach does. He masks whatever weakness you might have, and he makes it a strength. And obviously, last year was a lot different, and that's why Coach Flores should have never been fired. But it happens.
Do I have to read the list of the quarterbacks we played again, guy?
I don't care. This is the NFL, bro. Like, what is this? Like, scheduling. Like,
no.
How many times do we go into a league year saying, oh, the strength of schedule is in the first half and not in the second half, and those teams end up being better teams, the ones that supposedly were the easy games. That's just the way it works, man. You can't go based off
Mike
that.
Glennon.
Look at that. How many times?
Ian Book, Zach Wilson.
You got to take advantage of what you're playing. I'm sorry, bro.
Jones.
Dolphins also got lucky last year with playing those guys because the starters were hurt. No Daniel Jones in that Giants game.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Who was a starter? Who was a starter in that Saints game?
Ian Book.
No, but who was originally supposed to start? I believe
it
was Taysom Hill.
I think it was Hill or
Taysom Hill would have killed you.
Winston was already hurt. Winston was hurt early in the year, so I'm pretty sure it was Taysom Hill.
All right, moving on to next week. Last week of the season. We got the Jets. The Jets sucks.
What's our confidence level at, Ralph? What are you at? What scale of 1 to 10?
I gave you my confidence level last week in my scenario. I really don't think we get in the dance. We ain't dancing. We're not dancing.
So you're leaving. You're going in a paper bag this week, covering your face. Like,
when you told me 3 weeks ago the Dolphins control their destiny, I cringed.
When I asked you 7 weeks ago what our record was gonna be, I cringed.
told you we were gonna go undefeated. Yeah, but still, man.
Oh man.
Look, it's a tough game. We obviously need the Bills to still win versus New England to get in.
No, and now this obviously prayers out to Devin Hamlin. Like we don't know what the fuck, but this game has huge implications on
Yeah.
what transpires because we
Yeah.
needed Buffalo to win today. So let's say this game either gets called off here or they have to play it after week 18. Like we don't know what the fuck is gonna happen again. But if this game gets canceled and moved after, then they still got to play hard this Sunday because nobody knows what's going on with this one. But yeah, man, we should be able to beat the Jets, bro. I'm sorry, the Jets fucking stink.
Don't be
They
surprised.
really do. But at the end
Don't
of the
be
day,
surprised.
these guys, I told Ralph last night, I'm getting flashes back to 2012, 2013.
14
Geno-
or 15 or something.
Geno
like that.
Smith comes in last game of the season, winning it in situation,
Yep.
and Geno throws a perfect game against us. Perfect game, and we're out. We get spoiled. So I'm hoping that's not the case, bro. A week of game planning for Skyler should be good. You know, he kind of got thrown into the Wolves this week, but let's see, Martin. What do you think's the keys to success?
We will be winning this game with no problem. We're just hoping.
Wow.
No problem. Yes,
Wow.
a week of Skyler getting practice, I think, will be very good. I don't know why Teddy started last week. I really don't. I don't think he's shown enough
Experience, bro.
to be. I don't think he's shown enough to be number 2 this whole
Experience.
year.
You don't throw in a rookie to Foxborough against Bill Belichick.
You've seen even Bridgewater getting reps and everything. He has not looked great. He's looked moderate. He's looked decent, but nothing enough to be like, I'm confident going in with him as a starter. Skyler has shown flashes more. I feel like even in a limited time has shown more flashes than Bridgewater. We're going to beat the Jets 100%. Skyler Thompson's going to have a really good game. If he gets named the starter tomorrow, like he's getting all the reps, I think he will be a very, hopefully. The worst part is that anytime Bridgewater or Skyler starts, one or the other comes
Goes
in to
down.
replaces the other. So it's like, that's the only thing that we can't control. Like if one of them,
Bad luck,
whoever
man.
starts doesn't gets to play the whole game, like coming in the fourth quarter to replace someone that you didn't have the reps. You as long as Skyler Thompson is healthy, he gets the reps. We're gonna win this game, no problem. I have no doubt about it. Even though they're gonna be able to have a chance to play spoiler versus us, I have all the confidence in the world that we're gonna pull this out. But do we know the Bills play at New England or
No, they play at home.
They play Buffalo.
If that's
Exactly.
the case, I think we're in the playoffs next.
We should be in. We
we'll
should.
be in the playoffs. But
we should
if
get that seventh spot.
If Tua is back, I'm not confident with round 1 if he is the starter. I rather see if Skyler does really good this week, you play him round 1.
God, you're on crack, bro.
Hey man, I have
You're
it
on
all-
fucking
I
crack.
have a wrong dealer.
Alright.
I have the wrong dealer.
Jesus
All right.
Christ.
Listen. We know 3 things. We know 1, we win, we get in. We
Yeah.
know 2, Tua's not playing this week. Already
Most
confirmed
likely
from
not.
McDaniel.
He said he has
No,
they have
no.
no plans. No plans.
He has no plans as of now because Tua say, "Oh, I feel good," but he's not even having him think of football right now. But it's not looking like it's gonna be him. I'm guessing it's gonna be Skyler.
He's not playing. And 3, we know if the Bills win, which they need to win, we get in as well.
Yep.
We need to worry about ourselves, 1. Number 2, if we do start Skyler, what I did like from that game, he got better as he got into the game, deeper in the game. He had a good drive at the end. And number 3, McDaniels has to get his head out of his ass.
Absolutely.
I said 3
Adjustments
things,
have
man.
not. you
He's
said like
cost
10.
us I don't know how many games this season, bro.
He
And
needs-
especially in the back half.
Martin said it at the beginning of the year, I think after the Bills game. You need to protect your quarterback. And 100% the reason Tua's not out there is because Mike McDaniels has his head in his ass. All right?
But at the same time, 2 of the concussions, well, sorry, one of them, because one is unofficial, 2 of them came on plays after the ball was thrown out, bro. The one with Matt Milano in the beginning of the year, the ball was out of his hands, and he maybe a whole other 2 seconds, and then he gets hit, and he just doesn't know how to fucking land. And then this last one in Green Bay, like, how do you roll that way and you whiplash back? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, bro, Tua, at the end of the day, I think that was the back to it. We keep on. He gives us our best chance to win. This team does not look as good with him without him. It's crazy. The timing's off. Key throws easily to a hit.
If Skyler looks lights out this week, you don't think he starts round 1?
Over under. Does he throw to Ingold with the club again? One pass.
Oh my God, that was
Over.
so bad.
Did you face palm as hard as I did this week?
That was so bad. You didn't see that, Martin? He threw to a pass to Ingold, and Ingold has a club on his hand.
He just literally like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? What are you doing?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
And then moments where he should run the ball, he ends up throwing a 90-mile-per-hour to Gesicki 5 yards away from him instead of going off for 10. Like, just, I don't know. I'm not going to talk shit about him this week because he was, like I said, thrown into the wolves, bro. But protect the football. I think if we have 0 turnovers this week, we win.
All right, let's stop for a little second. Let's talk Jets because last time we faced them, we did lose them. We were in the same situation. We didn't have our QB1. And I want to say Zach Wilson probably had the best game he had all season versus us.
No, Breece Hall did.
Well, yeah, he did too, but Zach Wilson had no turnovers, and I think about 2 touchdowns and 200-something yards. So let me start Martin on this one. How are you feeling about the Jets?
I'm
what
not
do you think we gotta watch?
I'm not worried about the Jets. I'm not worried about the Jets at all this week. Mike White is quote unquote a gunslinger, but he's not very. He played very well versus the Vikings. I thought he would play. I thought they would. Honestly, I was one of those guys that thought that they would beat the Seahawks. I really did. But he showed. He showed that he's one of those just go out there and sling it, and that cost him a lot. He didn't protect the ball, and I think they won't protect the ball versus us. And I think even with the inexperienced corners we have going into this week, it's not going to be. We don't need to have everyone out there to be good. I think he's going to give us the opportunity to win the game on the defensive side as well.
Skinny, nothing to look out for with the Jets, or
the D-line's the only thing. The D-line, if they're as dominant as they are usually, other than this past week, that could be something we could worry about. But I really am not really worried about the Jets this week. I'm really not. This is the first time I can say that.
All right, so we know we got Xavier and Howard inactive, Terran Armstead inactive. Anyone else we're missing off of this?
That plays a big key into it. Are we not playing with X, Armstead, Chubb? Tua up in question. I'm not counting on it. But if we have Tehran back, if we have all of our pass rushers ready to go, I think we win this game. It'll be a close one. I'll say maybe a 7-point victory, 21-17. Oh, no, it's 21-14.
He started at 21-14. Martin, what do you got?
28-7.
Ooh,
okay.
Nice. I hope, bro, because if we lose,
I think this will be
mayhem.
This whole 3, and I said the joke before somebody sent the meme. I think it was you, Ralph, that sent it. The 3-3-5-5. I think we're going undefeated the rest of the way. I'm just saying.
Super Bowl.
Nah, relax. All right, I think we're gonna go deep in the playoffs. I really do.
I got the Dolphins winning 24-3.
MVPs.
Deep in the playoffs, by the way.
MVPs. Who are we thinking?
Oh,
Skyler Thompson.
Ooh. I'm going to say Tyreek Hill.
100%.
I'm going to say Tyreek Hill.
So, wait.
Because he gets a rushing touchdown.
Okay.
Rushing touchdown. That Skyler's going to hit him. It'll count as the TD, but he's going to get the front flip.
I was going to tell you, I've been preaching for Tyreek all season as MVP, and you're saying, but who throws him the ball? So now it matters.
No, wait. But we're talking about season. I was talking in the middle of the game.
No. I've been just saying, I'm like, oh, damn, but doesn't Tyreek make this guy Tua better? And you're like, nah, Tua's having a good season.
Tyreek's your most outstanding player of the season.
100%.
Valuable.
100%.
Most valuable player is Tua.
100%. No, Tyreek Hill.
Most valuable player is Tua.
You're crazy.
I finally saw somebody.
You saw it this week, right? You saw it this week. Teddy throws him the ball. He's not doing what he always does.
You're crazy.
All right.
But these last 5 weeks, nobody has looked the same. So what are you gonna say? And Tua was playing quarterback the last 4 weeks.
Tyreek got his numbers.
What versus the Bills? That's it.
We just have been losing. What are you talking about? The Packers went off. He also went off in San Fran. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Tyreek is MVP for this team.
Valuable keyword. We lose every game. Tua's not on the field. We've lost every game.
We also, like I said earlier,
every week.
Like I said earlier, they've also swapped. Whoever's started the game without Tua being in has not finished the game. So that's another thing to take into account.
The guy's numbers are showing you.
You got lice?
They suspended the game.
No, I'm confused. The guy's number is showing you. Tua has never had these amount of yards, these touchdowns.
He's also
And
never
look-
had these amount of
and look at the
weapons.
first season with Tyreek. Exactly.
He's
You're
never
making-
had a
thank
team
you
like
for
this. He's
making
never
me-
had a coach that's
thank
believed in
you
him. He's never
for
had a guy with
making my
a game
point.
plan.
He doesn't believe in him. He doesn't believe in him.
What? It's true, motherfucker. Imagine if you're at work and your boss doesn't even like you and doesn't want you to do shit. Then how the fuck are you gonna shine? And you got to worry about losing your job every fucking day.
That happens to 95% of everybody, bro. Just letting you know, 95% of people.
Get a union. Protect yourself, boys.
They do have one. It's called the NFLP.
The penis.
Bro, I'm not confident about long
Hey,
term,
did
but
they
I do think we
suspended
win
it
this
for
game.
real?
Yeah, it's game over. Game over.
I don't know. They're showing like the highlights of the ambulance just going through the.
Yeah, they already put it up. It's over.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah, so God
That's
knows
crazy.
what they're saying about this.
All right, let's go get this dub this weekend, bro.
Let's get this dub.
Get me out of my pit of depression.
Last week of the season. Is that gonna be our last episode after that game?
We'll figure something out to the point we could at least get on every month for an episode, right? We'll keep
Yeah,
it
we
going.
should-
Some
we should
people
pop
like watching
up,
us.
Talk about some news. Maybe talk.
Maybe
some,
we could bring on guests. And,
Cry
split
about
something up
Tua.
every once in a while.
Understand that Tua's not going to be the quarterback next year. McDaniel's probably not going to be
How
the
much
coach.
you want to bet? How much you want to bet Tua's the quarterback next year? So it's on record and on film.
Okay, I don't know what
There's
it is.
no better option. Who do you want? Brady? Brady's not looking the same.
100%.
He's not looking the same,
Oh,
guy.
100. Hey,
That's it.
I'm
Derek
taking him.
Carr? You want Derek Carr?
send it in.
I'm taking Brady 100% over.
Get the fuck out of
Send
here,
it in.
bro. Oh yeah, game suspended. I'm saying it here. Yeah.
All right, guys. We're gonna end it here. This was week 17 for the Dolphins.
Episode
week,
12 or whatever.
Yeah, 12 for us.
Wilkins,
Uh,
you are the man and you should get paid.
Yeah. Absolutely.
100%. 100%.
I mean, last week
if
I
we
was
don't keep 'em,
iffy.
I don't know what we're gonna do.
I was iffy on because a defensive tackle. It's hard to pay a defensive, especially when you're gonna have to pay Phillips in a couple years and you just paid Chubb. So, but if you lose X, you trade out because I don't think X is coming back anymore. That's gonna be a cap casualty. And Jones is gone. A lot of guys are gonna be leaving. Baker's gonna be off the book soon. There's gonna be money, but it's rough.
I hate to break it to you. Wilkins is gonna get paid, but we're not, so we're gonna end it right here. Thank you, everybody.
Make sure to like,
subscribe.
share. There we go.
Skylar Thompson.
You could say all in at this point because I don't think anybody makes it to 28 minutes.
All right. It's all in where we go all in on the Miami Dolphins. Fuck it. Send it in.
Fins up, baby.